Whenever there's an emergency, your local police department will respond as quickly as they can to take care of the issue at hand, because that's what they do. But a lot of times, police would like to get involved before it becomes an emergency. I'd like to introduce to you Deputy Chief of the Seaford Police Department. This is Deputy Chief Mike Rappa. Thanks for joining us this afternoon,
Thanks for having
Deputy
me.
Chief. When you can, you want to intervene before it becomes a criminal offense, a crime, and arrest. Is that right?
That's correct. We're working on a program now, taking some time. We're going to set up a program to where it has 3 prongs. It does pre-arrest, mental health, and also substance abuse.
Okay.
So the officer on a low-level crime can speak to them and also the victim, see if they both agree to it. They don't get arrested, they don't get a jail, they don't get a criminal charge, but they enter this program. So basically what that's doing is we're trying to get them the resources that they need should their issue be either substance abuse or mental health. Sometimes those go hand in hand.
I was going to say, you mentioned mental health. What can you do in that aspect?
Well, in that aspect is some people have a mental health issue that was never diagnosed, but they're combating that with the legal substance to self-medicate.
Okay.
So in that aspect, the clinician, when they're directed towards that clinician, they're going to make that determination what the best possible treatment is for them. It might be substance abuse and mental health. So they'll set them up in a program, they'll follow that program. Once they complete it, they don't get the rest. And together as a partnership between the clinician and the police department and the person going through having the issues, is hopefully that'll reduce the crimes that occur within our area and other areas, hopefully.
Where does the Seaford Police Purple Car come in?
So the Purple Car started back in 2018 just to make people aware that we are part of the community, we are aware, and we want to help. And it just creates a talking piece for people. We have this at different events, and also it's just a talking point where, you know, we can say, yes, we're aware, we're trying to combat the opioid problem that's going on, and we want to help as much as we can. Currently, some of our officers, myself included, are part of the Leave Behind program, where should there be an overdose, we can go to the family or friends or even the victim and provide them training on how to use Narcan and provide them that Narcan. So that way they can help their loved one before paramedics or we arrive to assist them with it, they can already take that action.
Save that life and see if we can make some changes in that life.
Yes.
So this is a good starting point for the discussion, because that's not really something you come around and say, hey, let's talk drugs.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk about it. If it's not seen, it doesn't happen. So this is a talking piece. It just grabs people's attention, you know, whether it's driving down the roadway. We don't use it for enforcement.
Right.
It's just going to community events or driven through the city. Deputy
Chief Mike Rappa with the Seaford Police Department, thank you for everything you do, and thank you to the department in general and Chief Marshall Craft as well for all of the effort you're putting in to reaching out to the community.
Thank you.
Lisa, back to you.
And back inside Historic Studio D, we're hanging out with another champion in the Purple Project. In fact, Aaron Willis with Sun Behavioral Delaware has a whole team that has joined the fight against substance abuse and addiction. Aaron, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having us.
You and your team really are out in the community. Talk to us a little bit about how you reach the people.
Absolutely. So I have a team of 4, including myself, and we have our whole hospital go purple. So just this past week, we helped Indian River High School go purple at their football event. And so it really is just my team and I breaking down barriers and doors to really get into people who make the decisions to talk about it and to be open to talk about it.
And do you think people are really getting it? I mean, are you seeing a difference being made?
Oh, absolutely. I have been here for 4 years now. This was the first year that I openly reached out to an athletic director and said, hey, I think this is really important. And so we partnered with the Sussex Health Coalition and we helped Indian River High School go purple, which I would say 3 years ago wasn't going to be possible, but I think we're continuing to break down the barriers and the stigma.
Sure, sure. Okay, so what are you hearing back from the people in the community?
You know, you have the people who feel like there's not enough hope and resources, but then you also, when we're able to connect with those people and help them know that help is here, and it's really easy to find resources. You know, that's our biggest goal, is just to help people know that we're available, and there's a lot of us in the community that are here to champion and to be there with them.
And how can viewers maybe get on board and be part of that champion effort?
Absolutely. So they can either go to the Sussex Health Coalition, they can go to Delaware Goes Purple. All of those are on websites, and then sundelaware.com, we have a spot where you can click and pledge to go purple as well.
Sounds like a wonderful effort. Thank you so much for doing it. Erin Willis with Sun Behavioral Delaware, thank you.
Thank you.